Hello everyone, Swedish Jumper here. You may wonder what this video is about. Well, first, I just want to say that I almost have reached 1900 subscribers, and I can never feel more proud and honored to have so many subscribers so soon. I mean, literally, it is like a dream. But all I can say is thanks to all who is watching my videos and subscribe to me. I still feel honored that many choose to subscribe to my channel. But if people then not decided to subscribe or unsubscribe from my channel, it is fine. I don't force anyone to be a subscriber to my channel. Now back to the message. In my previous video that I have posted on my channel yesterday during my channel update, and another previous before that, then I said I want to take a break, maybe 1 or 2 days in each week, just to hang out, try to gather much energy, to relax, to make some new work. But unfortunately from that, I decided to take a bit longer break from all my kinds of projects over the last few weeks that have passed. And you may wonder how long I will take this break. Well, if I had to be honest about it, I don't know. Maybe a few days, a week, 2 weeks or more. But the reason why I take a bit longer break, well, it was because of the sorry, headache. Yeah, but I'm used to have headaches over so much time. But most of the reason is that work and one big issue or one big situation thing is going to happen, and that is probably the biggest holiday in the year is closing by, and that is Christmas. Even if Christmas is less than a month away, still to start to buy Christmas gifts to family and try to make it to at least try to focus on buying some Christmas presents for the family and start some work. And I also play bowling 1 time in a week. And even though much that thing's gonna take a lot of time, and that will be a lot of consuming of the time to make any projects on my mind. And sometimes even I get home from work, I'm often exhausted. I am really often exhausted, and sometimes I even had a powerful or painful migraines or headaches, which often I have to take maybe a break from that, which I can't spend much. I can't even focus on my mind when I'm doing some of my projects. So when I'm doing my projects, if I had some painful migraines going on, I can't even focus my mind on just to come up with a story for any kind of videos on my YouTube doing. So after I came home from work, if I had this painful migraines going on, I usually take maybe straight back. I went straight to bed just to relax or just to sleep off the migraines. Often I sleep maybe 2-3 hours or more. And the only times I may do some projects is probably during the weekends. But then it depends if I have something else planned out. Because sometimes during the weekend I often help my family for anything, like, well, anything. Especially now when the Christmas is closing in. It takes more work from that. It would be stressful to focus. It will be a lot of consuming of and time and energy to buy some Christmas presents, but probably not every day, and even work several hours in each week, for several days in a week, and play bowling 1 hour each week. Even that, is consuming much time and even a lot, and then migraines. But from all of this, I don't know exactly how long my break will take. But from all that, from the break going on, you may wonder, will you still do a Troll Stories? And the question is for that, and the answer is no. And the answer why? Well, like I said previous, that since a lot of time to make consuming from work, well, migraines, or even not much sleep. Happens that I don't get much sleep during night, so yeah. But for all of this, then the question is, and then you would probably ask, when would you bring back these Troll Stories? And the answer is, I have no idea. Even people asking me to do Troll Stories over much time. But I might, and then also only say might do another Troll Story, but not so often. Probably 1 or 2 each week, maybe 3, but it depends how much time I have to focus on. Since Christmas is probably the most stressful holiday for me each year, if I had to could do maybe 2 or 3 more videos of Troll Stories each week, I would probably have to stay up all night to make one. But I can't, since I have work, means no sleep, no much work, and increase the risk for migraines even more, which then I can't even make some videos, no work, which means no time for that. But this doesn't make the end for Troll Stories at all. Just more less videos over some time. But as I said, I might only do 1 or 2 videos of Troll Stories each week, even I have my break. But I can't even promise if I will do so. But I can at least try. And other than say, might try. I can't promise right now if I will make one. And during this break, I will probably do some script for upcoming other stories and some other projects I have. And then some big questions. It might happen that people will keep asking me, when will you do the story? When? When? And I know that people can get very frustrated if I haven't posted their story on my channel so soon as often say, sure, I can do it as soon as I can. And I know that people can be so frustrated and angry that I even not posted their story on my channel. Even I had to make others first and then theirs later. But I have to say this. Please don't ask me too much, because I can't make all of those stories so much. I even know that all of you are waiting to make your story to be uploaded from my channel. And I know it takes you patience that you want to see your story. But please understand, I have, even though it seems that I post many stories on my channel so often, but often I can make maybe 2 or 3 other stories or trust stories, even more, because less time to do it. Because you don't know how much time I have. I may maybe have like 3 or 4 hours each time to make a story. And it depends if I have to do something between that. So I'm asking all of you who's listening to this video, be patient. Don't be mad or upset if you don't make your story on my channel soon or not. Even though your story is not uploaded on my channel today or tomorrow or next week or next month, even those stories may take won't be posted on my channel within probably next year. Because making all the stories, you don't know how much time I can even spend on it. If I had to spend like 24 hours at a computer, then sure, I maybe could make maybe like 10 or 20 stories at each time. But I can't. Because I have work to make for a living. And I just want to say that. Don't be frustrated and still have patience. Your story will be on my channel. I know that a lot of people are asking me to make their stories, so it overwhelmed me so much all of this. So please don't be upset if your story is not on my channel soon or not, because I have other things also to make to do. I have to help at home and work and many some other projects I also have to do. So please, you have just to wait for your story to be uploaded. Even all of you are waiting for your particular story to be made. I don't often have too much time to make them, and sometimes anything else can come up with make it stop time. Because if I have so much request so over almost every daily, I know that people ask me to make their stories, and I have to put their stories to the side just to make others first. If I have a story is going on, who is like if I have a story that I am currently working on, I have to put the other people's request for the side to make the first one I was working on first, and then I can keep the next one. And I know that people ask me so over as much time to make their stories and the others. And I said in one other previous video with the title A Possible End for Trust Stories. And if I have so many requests, so much time, but I'm really proud that I have so many requests from other people to make their stories. I don't mind that. But just sometimes it can be so overwhelming, so much of it. And if I had to say this, if the request of people asking me so much, I would probably have to not cancel a Trust Story series, but maybe put it aside and maybe focus on other stories. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in some new story series, maybe there would My Little Pony, A True Friend, or other stories instead. So if people still ask me to make their story, sure, I can do them. But as long I have the time and the resource to make them. And so then the question is then, when will the next True Story will be? Well, I haven't decided yet because I have so many projects in mind, especially with Spike and Scootaloo, Spike with Rainbow Dash, Flash and Twilight Part 3, and the other story from my friend Chloe had made. And to make all of those, it's seriously blowing my mind. So I'm asking just friendly and nicely. Don't be upset if your story is not on my channel soon or later. I know you're always waiting for your story to be uploaded up on my channel, but I'm just taking time to make one story at first. I can't make two stories at a time, only once. So, I know you always listen and has been patient enough, but be more patient. And then back to the question, how long will my break be? Well, I have no idea, but if I had to guess, 2, 3 weeks or more or less, it depends how much time I have to make some stories. For the most time now, I will focus only one particular project at first, and that is the script for a, a few upcoming stories that I'm going to do, and and the recording of Our Forbidden Love. Those stories, those will be the most big factors or the most big projects I will have to do. And the other Atula Stories series will be put aside, but I will try to make at least one or two and each week, but I can't promise if I even want to make one. It depends how much time I can do and if I have the spare time to do it. I am saying once again, I'm proud to have so many subscribers on my channel, and for all of this, I'm proud. And I'm hopefully that all of you understand how to have to be patient and not to be upset or frustrated if your story is not on my channel. Because just to make a story can take at least a few days or a few hours. It depends how much spare time I have. Well, I would like to say from my upcoming break, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Diablo over and out.